What's the most embarrassing thing your parents ever did in front of your friends? In high school, I was obsessed with appearing cool, which meant strictly separating my school life from my home life, especially my dad's strange hobbies. My dad, you see, was an amateur magician, but not the good kind. He was the kind who bought props from gas stations. The day my entire debate team came over to rehearse was supposed to be a triumph of cool. My friends, Maya, the judgy one, and Alex, the silent observer, were settled in the living room, ready to dive into the global economy. Suddenly, the front door burst open. It was my dad, just back from a convention, wearing a slightly too small tuxedo vest and holding a massive, brightly colored, wooden box. He ignored my panicked hand gestures. He walked straight into the living room, slammed the box onto the coffee table, and announced, "Children, I have finally perfected the saw the lady in half trick." Maya immediately raised an eyebrow. Alex looked like he was cataloging this trauma for later therapy sessions. My dad grabbed a loaf of bread from the kitchen, a cheap, squishy white loaf, and yelled, "Observe." He placed the bread into the tiny wooden box, slammed the lid down, and pulled out a rusty, oversized handsaw. He proceeded to saw the box, and the bread, in half with a terrifying amount of grunting and straining. When he was done, he dramatically opened the two halves. The trick, if you can call it that, was supposed to show the bread intact. Instead, the saw had thoroughly shredded the loaf. White breadcrumbs and torn crust went flying everywhere, covering my friends, the sofa, and the global economy research papers. My dad stared at the mess, triumphant. "Ta-da," he shouted. "It's a miracle. I've invented a new, slightly messier version of toast." Maya quietly brushed crumbs off her designer jacket. Alex didn't move a muscle. I wanted to move to a different continent. My dad, sensing the lack of applause, offered one final flourish. "Anyone want half a loaf of pre-sliced, pre-sawdust bread?" From that day on, every time my friends saw my dad, they didn't call him by his name. They just whispered, "The sawdust sorcerer." It wasn't the song that got me, it was the enthusiastic offer of the ruined loaf.